Welcome back to another episode of Knucklehead Garage. This episode's going to be a twofer. We're going to take this good glass out of this truck and put it into this truck. This truck is a 1952 International Harvester L112, which is a half-ton pickup truck with a nice 8-foot bed. This truck is a same vintage, not sure the exact year, but it's an L130, which is a 1-ton pickup. I bought both of these trucks together, parts truck to get going, about 10 months ago. This truck is going. We've done a lot of work. Engine, brakes, electrical, wheels and tires, new rear axle. It's inspected. I want to extend this truck's driving season. Here in New England, it is fall. It's actually warm out today, but it has been getting a little bit cooler at night. It's going to get cooler during the day. I want to be able to actually roll up the window and continue to drive. That's reason number one. Reason number two, if you guys watched the last episode, we actually found this Ford F100 bed, which matches almost perfectly, because we're going to actually turn this into a rat rod. And so we got to take the glass out anyway, because I'm going to chop the top. And I will talk a little bit about that at the end of this episode. I now know how much I'm going to take out, and I have some visuals to show you what it's going to look like. So let's dig in and get this glass swapped. It's been about an hour, and I made actually a ton of progress because the glass is totally loose in the door. I can actually rotate it around 360 degrees, but it's stuck. I can't actually get it out the panel, which I'm supposed to be able to do. I am just following the manual here, in case any of you guys are wondering, which also says I should be able to get this divider between the vent window and the main window loose and actually move it, and that should help, but I haven't been able to do that. So I'm going to do a little bit more research. But I'm gonna call it. It's late, the mosquitoes out, the bats are out, it's kind of cool, and I'm gonna get back on this soon. I reached out to a L Series Facebook group, and they confirmed that I do need to take this guy out. So I'm gonna focus on that and see if that allows me to actually get the glass out. Let's see. And actually, I'm doing it specifically on this door because I'm gonna have to take all of this stuff out to chop the top. So if I make a mistake here, that's okay, as long as I don't do it on the other truck. Alright, got it out. I'm wondering if I crack this in the process, which is very possible, which would be a total bummer, but it's still better than the glass that was in there. So on to the next door, and then I'll move on to the yellow truck, taking that stuff out so I can actually put this in there. Second one is always easier. This one actually had a crack already, and it's just on one of the two pieces of glass that are laminated together. Luckily, I actually found what I think will be a replacement. These are the two pieces of glass I just took out. This one is the passenger side that has the crack in the corner there, which I could live with. This one is the driver's side, which now has a crack that I think was for me. But I did some Facebook Marketplace searching, which I'm sure all you guys do. I found this brand new piece of glass that even has the IH part number on it. I looked it up. It is for an R series, but I'm pretty sure that it'll fit for an L series too. So now I got to make the decision. Do I replace this glass that has the crack in it with the new glass over here? And I think I'm going to end up doing that. There's probably a little bit more work entailed, and I got to do some research there, but I think that's the right thing to do. One thing that I did notice as I was overlaying the glass that I just purchased, it is about maybe an inch and a half or maybe even 2 inches longer. But after playing with this, I think these windows can actually go down past the edge. And so that won't really be a problem. But before I do any of that stuff, I'm gonna go back into the garage. I'm gonna take out the glass from the yellow truck and fingers crossed that it goes as smoothly as it did here. Both the driver's side and the passenger side glass were broken on this truck when I bought it. I'm pretty sure that someone just vandalized the truck at some point. I'm pretty sure this truck was sitting for decades. This window actually had plastic or remains of plastic and was taped over just so stuff couldn't get in there. The other side wasn't broken quite as bad. This, I could actually roll down the broken glass and get it below here so that it was just hidden. The other side, I actually had to break it a little bit more to roll it down enough to get the broken glass down below this point. And I did that mostly to pass inspection, but obviously so that when we're driving around, my kids are in the passenger seat, there's not broken glass there. But as I start to tear into this door, I really start to think and appreciate the history of this truck and the stories that it could probably tell over its 73-year life. At some point, this was new to somebody, and I'm pretty sure this is a well-optioned truck. It's an L112, which outright is just higher capacity, but it's got the electric windshield wipers. It's got some other bells and whistles. This is not the original door card, and I know that because they didn't make door cards in wood, but also someone at some point put in sheet metal screws or the equivalent of sheet metal screws, and I could tell by the flathead they don't use flatheads anymore and they're rusty. And someone updated the interior and thought that this would be a good update. And I've gotten a lot of comments about the wood. Some people love it, some people hate it. I didn't like it at first, but I now love it. And unfortunately, I don't think I can reuse it just because it's kind of disintegrating. But who knows, maybe I'll try to recreate it at some point. And that's one of the other things I like about these older vehicles is trying to keep them not original nut and bolt restoration for sure, as you could tell, but just trying to get them close to what they were, or at least keeping the character of the vehicle as I make it my own. Now, one thing I'm really excited about on the new project, the Rat Rod project, that green truck, is that it's my opportunity to do something different, which I haven't done before. And I feel okay about doing that because that truck has already been a parts truck to me, so I've already taken stuff off of it. And someone had modified it to be a plow truck before. So I'm giving it a second life, and I'm going to take some liberties there, chopping the top, doing some other cool stuff. So I don't feel bad about modifying that truck more, and I'm actually super excited to kind of make it my own. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to tear this out. The glass should come out pretty easy because I think it's actually not even on the track anymore. I think it's rattling around in the bottom here. But I will have to do the same thing here that I did on the green truck because I'm going to have to put that glass back in at the same time. So hopefully it's straightforward, no issues, and we can just get the new glass in as soon as I take it apart. This is the driver's side glass that came out of the green truck. It does have that little crack there. I'm going to put this right back into the yellow truck, but while I have it out, there's decades of grime on here that I'm going to try to get out while I have good access to it. And then I'm just going to try to start reinstalling it back into the yellow truck. Definitely looks a little better. We are now ready to put the window back in the door. I've got the window clean, I've got the door inside clean, and the process should be the opposite of taking the door out. One thing I am going to do, I'm going to grease up some joints with this fluid film, which should just reduce squeaks and friction everywhere where there's metal to metal contact and hopefully allow this mechanism to move freely and smoothly as I roll up and down the windows. As a quick side note, I don't know how many of you guys use this fluid film. It is really good. I've used it for a bunch of different stuff, but it smells like cow manure or something like that. I have no idea what's inside of it, but it works pretty well. Whew. That was a lot more work than I thought, as usual. Well guys, here it is. Window goes down, which is nice. Goes all the way down, which actually I checked. It doesn't go down farther than this. So that longer piece of glass that I showed before is not gonna work. I'm not gonna go cutting glass right now. I'm just gonna put the passenger side back in with that crack and call it a day. So pretty much this is done. I still don't have the doorknob installed inside, but I want to end the video by showing you guys what my plan is for the rat rod. I've been thinking a lot about how much I want to chop and doing a ton of research on YouTube, looking at what other people did. And I think I've come to my own conclusion of what I want to do, and I want to show you guys why. When you take a look at the truck, the cab itself just pops out as something that should be shorter anyway. But I was trying to figure out, how short do I want to go? Am I going to be comfortable in it? Am I going to be able to see through the windshield, all that stuff? And then I looked at the back here and I realized I know what I want to do. The top of the windows here and the double window match pretty well. I'm not sure why the bottom of the window is about 6 inches above the bottom of this window. So I've roughly mapped out here with electrical tape what I want to do. I want to take out ends up being about 6 inches. So do a full 6-inch chop and pull that down and match those window lines. I think that will look awesome. I wanted a way to visualize what this truck would look like with that 6-inch chop. So I called up my sister Sarah, she hooked me up and she put this together. So you can see what the truck looks like now versus what it would look like with a 6-inch chop. Now you can also see I took some liberties, or asked her to take some liberties and actually lower the truck by taking the axle back, the rear axle back, the front axle forward, all that good stuff, which are things I'm thinking about doing anyway. But I think this really helps me and hopefully you guys see what it could look like with that 6-inch chop, and I think it'll look really sweet. I'm very psyched. I got glass going in that yellow truck, and I am going to extend the driving season, who knows, maybe till there's actually salt on the road. Hope that you guys are enjoying this stuff. Thanks for tuning in, and as usual, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I will catch you on the next episode.